The Lake of Cidra at the City of Eternal Spring in Puerto Rico will be the ideal setting to build Cidra's Museum of Contemporary Art, MUCAC. MUCAC will constitute the first phase of a major development which will become not only the artistic cultural center of Puerto Rico, but also its international art center as well. Other phases of MUCAC will include an open amphitheater set against the lake's water to enable the offering of water activities, an educational center for the fine arts, a family-oriented semi-passive and passive area, and a park for children, a sculpture garden, and a sculptural windmill promenade, all connected by a wood boardwalk and gazebos distributed around said boardwalk. The museum will be built in 20 acres of land bordering the lake, bought by MUCAC's board of directors and chosen because of its beautiful and strategic location. Taking advantage of existing facilities, MUCAC will be directly connected to the existing Treasure Island Hotel and Hacienda Sabanera. These facilities will be connected to MUCAC by the building of metal and wood pedestrian bridges. The parking will be located at a view from the lake, from where the guests will be transported in electric trolleys and boats. This way, the impact on natural beauty of the lake will be minimum. The design of the museum is totally contemporary and international in style, which will contrast with the rustic and natural aspects of its surroundings, highlighting its architectural features. The form and details of the building were inspired in water. The softness and the fluidity aspects of the water will be reflected in the smooth, wavy contours of the roof lines and the interior guardrails of the building, in the round glass and steel elevators, and the wavy design of the floor and its communication with the reflecting pond and lake at the rear of the building. There, a reflecting pond will be located with its water level at the same level of the terraces and restaurant, giving the sensation of the floor floating in the pond. The pond itself will cascade to the lake in an infinity-type fashion, recycling the water from the lake. By means of the falling water in the cascade, part of the electricity required for the building will be produced. The building will consist of 73,000 square feet of construction, with a height equivalent to a 6th-floor building in its highest level, which will be the rear elevation overlooking the lake. The entrance elevation will have a maximum height of 3 floors. At the entrance, guests will be directed by the receptionist to the many spaces the museum will offer. The museum's auditorium to the left, with its cylindrical shape, will accommodate 338 people. To the right will be located the museum's executive offices, workshops, and public restrooms. Passing the receptionist, guests will enter a skylit bridge-like gallery passing through a huge atrium-type area, which will constitute the center axis of the museum, with a grand skylight bordering the wave-like roof. From here, guests could see most of the 5 levels of exhibition area beneath them in an atrium-like atmosphere. After passing this main gallery where large sculptures will be exhibited, guests could either walk out to 2 open terraces overlooking the beautiful scenery of the lake where informal activities will take place, or start the path down the zigzagging ramp while enjoying the temporary exhibitions throughout the walls ringing the ramp. In various levels of the ramp, 5 traditional enclosed galleries will be located where the permanent collections will be exhibited, as well as solo artist exhibitions. At the end of the ramp, guests will reach the 1st floor or basement level, where the grand gallery for special activities will be located, as well as the museum's gift shop, storage area, restrooms, and the elevators to ride up and exit the museum. two glass doors will give way to the exterior of the building, arriving at a grand terrace at the rear patio with its floor at the same level of the reflecting pond, giving the sensation of walking over water. Opposite to the terrace is located the museum's two-level restaurants with its inclined glass facade overlooking the reflecting pond which cascades to the lake, as well as an open terrace which will serve as an informal gathering place. The building will be built with concrete insulated panels for the walls, while structural steel with stainless steel insulated panels will constitute the smooth, wavy roof. The roof will have skylights which will permit natural light to flood the atrium-like space. All glass will have motorized louvers and attached photovoltaic cells and/or other measures which will eliminate ultraviolet light from entering into the museum. In keeping with the worldwide interest in the use of renewable energy sources for the generation of electricity, the museum will be totally self-sufficient. The electricity required of the building will be generated by the following renewable energy sources: hydroelectricity, solar, and wind energy. This will eventually be the first museum of its type ever to be built in the Caribbean and possibly in the world. We are looking at a very big and ambitious project. The economic situation of our times makes it even more difficult, but it is in these moments that we must develop projects that will promote the confidence in the people and create much needed jobs. This project also fortifies the creativity and education of the fine arts and facilitates a great art-related recreational area for the people, and also gives life to the lake of Cidreno, which its natural beauty is just waiting to welcome art-loving tourists from Puerto Rico and all over the world. We invite you to join us in this great endeavor, which will most probably be the best tourist, recreational, and fine arts educational project in Puerto Rico in the next decade. Thank you. Board of Directors, MUCAC.